I care about them. They were weak, short-lived, barely a species. They shouldn't matter to me.
That doesn't mean they should die.
You don't understand! I'm not supposed to feel this way! How is this better?
This is how you should have felt on Earth.
Would you give Nolan a second chance? You know, if you had a choice to, and you knew he wouldn't just punch your teeth out or hold your face into an ongoing train. With all of Nolan's actions before leaving Earth, I've been very conflicted to think if I would have given Nolan a second chance of place in their fictional world. Nolan Grayson's time on Earth was spent with his suburban family, Debbie, his wife, and his son, Mark Grayson. During this time, Nolan adapted a superhero identity to play along in Earth's superhero society. See, I use the word play along because that's all it was to Nolan, playing along in Earth's society to infiltrate it. Nolan had committed many murders over his time on Earth. Only reason Nolan had done this is to weaken the defenses of Earth to open up their society, government, and colonies to his planet, Viltrumite. We can acknowledge all these crimes and murders from season 1 in the first episode. We see Nolan viciously take out the Guardians of the Globe. And to be honest, I see why Cecil didn't want to confront Nolan right away. I mean, look what happened to Mark. It's season 2 and Mark's still suffering from that last ass beating. He visits the mountain. He visits the place where he lost his tooth. Speaking of Mark and one of his legendary ass whoopings, we can bring that up to Nolan's terrible actions on Earth too. The people in the fighter jet he took down, the people in Chicago, the ones on the train, is just an endless slaughtering Nolan has done. Definitely didn't forget about my boy Donald, including the mini SWAT team with him. Cause damn. I mean, like, was that necessary? Like, I don't know. That just sliding across through the table and just ripping his. That's not. Yo, bro. I would never beef with this man. Never beef with this man. Never beef with this man with the information I have now. Oh, and a fun fact: Nolan was also a book writer. No, not interesting at all. Okay, you will see the significance later in the season. These actions were committed by Nolan for his people, Viltrum. The people that raised him taught him how meaningless and inferior other beings are to their superior race of Viltrum. The people of Viltrum concluded that their race are superior because they are close to indestructible and aren't capable of dying from sickness, viruses, and diseases. I mean, wait, there's one virus, but I won't be the one to spoil that for you guys right now, for the people that watch just the show. So yes, Viltrumites are showing their, and I quote, superiority. Throughout the universe, Viltrumites have won many wars and conquered planets, to which governments, nations, races, planets has band together to stop Viltrumites' tyranny. Why do all this is what concerns many. So what I would assume is time. Viltrumites' genetics allow them to fly, give them utmost strength, and nearly indestructible, which also allows them to live for thousands of years. This immense time being alive in the vast, large universe can change one's perception. This change of perception goes for Nolan. As quoted from him, even his wife of 17 years was just a pet to him. Of course, later his perception of this changed. Thank God, because I can't, bro. You can't beefing with Omni-Man. Anyways, Nolan's perception of the other races are being tainted due to his longevity of life, which is quite understandable. To Nolan, us humans don't even live for a fraction of his lifetime. In the real world, we have sensitive creatures that don't even live for our lifetime, short lifetime. Insects such as fruit flies, mosquitoes, bees typically have short lifespans, often ranging from a few days to a few weeks. Humans treat insects in so many different ways due to inferiority compared to our own. Shit, we may just step on them or just keep them for display. Of course, many can make the argument to insects having a lack of self-awareness than us humans and many other living beings in this planet we share. As of right now, I only want to use this comparison for Nolan, as we are gravely inferior and fragile insects to him. With all this information, this doesn't excuse or allow Nolan to commit the many murders he has done on Earth. Nolan's actions are hard to sympathize with for a second chance of becoming a better person or just redeeming himself. And it's not like we have another fictional character that has slaughtered many people selfishly, due to the environment they were born in.
Zeus, your son has returned! I bring the destruction of Olympus!
Come on, am I the only one that sees the similar conflictions between the two? I know they're not exact, but they are almost the same to the teeth. As said before, we know Nolan's time on Earth weren't just slaughters, but he has spent time with the culture of humans and how they adapt to their shortened lives. There are people that have perception on life choices and our actions being insignificant due to our short lifespan and how quickly society moves forward. This perception is similar to Nolan's due to his everlasting life. But Nolan's wife Debbie and his son Mark made every single moment become so significant due to how quick things change. Time cannot be pulled back even for the great Nolan, which is why he starts to live that simple life on Earth. He will not have that life for thousands of years, and it makes him want to cherish every second of it that he has. Now we have more of an understanding to Nolan's perception of the human race and other inferior races to him. It's time to ask the question. If you were placed in the world of Mark and Nolan, would you give Nolan a second chance to redeem himself? Shit, either way, we can't stop that man. If he says, "Yo, I want it," you're gonna give it to me. We do have to give it to, like, I can't. Just his capabilities alone is just really overwhelming to me, man. It's so overwhelming to think of Nolan's capabilities. Like, it also makes me ponder what I would do with those set abilities. I'll be nearly invulnerable. No. I'll be impenetrable. Nah, still doesn't sound right. Nah, that doesn't sound right at all. Indestructible. Yeah, I wasn't cooking with that one either. You know, that I just it was just in the top of my head. I thought I had it right there. And you under
Yo, what are you doing?
Oh no, I'm just asking a question about some character from an Amazon show.
Amazon show? What is the show called?
Oh, the name of the show, it starts with, damn, I can't really. Oh, it's called